Okay, here's one. A manager of a large office noticed a new man one day and told him to come into his office. And he asked, "What is your name?" Right? And the new guy said, "John." The manager scowls at him. He says, "Look, I don't know what kind of namby-pamby place you worked at before, but I don't call anyone by his or her first name. It breeds familiarity, and that leads to contempt and a breakdown in authority. I refer to my employees by their last name only. Smith, Jones, Baker, that's all. I am to be referred to only as Mr. Robertson. Now that we got that straight, what's your last name?" And the guy sighed and he said, "Darling. My name is John Darling." Right? The boss said, "Okay,
hey,
John, next thing I want to tell you is you're the exception to the rule." Okay, here's one. Two colleagues, a gentleman named Elon and Felix. They met after work, and Felix is all excited. He says, "Man, I was at the most awesome party this weekend. We went to this dude's house who had a toilet made of gold." Another gold toilet. All right.
You like poop stories anyway.
Yeah, maybe I should skip this.
No, we gotta hear this.
Oh, it's another trombone joke. I'm sorry.
Playing the litter box.
You just crapped in somebody's trombone. I just told that one with trombone.
It had to be an alto sax,
sorry about that.
Trombone.
I'll make it up. I'll make it up for this. Womp, womp, womp. I'll make it up with this one. Two cannibals were eating Amy Schumer, and one said, "Does this taste funny to you?" And the other said, "No, not really."
No.
That's me. Just kind of funny.
Okay, but we got another lady here. Oh, I'm sure it is funny. How about Anarchy? Anarchy, you want some jokes?
I can tell you one thing. Anarchy laughed enough at her own jokes to make up for if we don't.
She pulled a red stone.
Anarchy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, let's hear some jokes from Anarchy. Yay, Anarchy!
Yay, Anarchy!
Yay, Andy!
Okay. Right. A guy
You have to
sitting
get
at a
up
bar
on stage, hon.
comes up and asks him, "Why do you look so down?" He goes, "Well, you know that woman at my office that I get a steaming erection even just thinking about her? I finally got the courage to ask her out." "That's awesome," his mate said. "What happened?" "Before the date, I was nervous about getting a hard-on in front of her, so I taped my penis to my leg, so even if I got a boner, she would not see it." Said his buddy, "What happened next?" "I knocked on her door. She looks absolutely amazing, like proper humdinging." "Nice," says his mate, "and I kicked her in the face."
Talking about an accident.
That's a good one.
A 9-year-old girl came up to her mother and said, "What sex?" The mother sat her down and gave her the talk. After explaining all about it, she asked her daughter why she had asked. And the daughter said, "I told Dad dinner was ready and he said he'd be down in a few secs." So there are two ladies, they're sitting in a veterinary waiting room with their dogs. One of them has a huge Rottweiler. She peers over at the other and asks, "What are you here for?" The second has a tiny terrier. She looks up abruptly and realizes, "Oh, well, Roscoe here, he gets very excited when the mail is delivered. He runs all around the house and then mounts my leg. I can't do anything with him in that state, so I'm having him fixed. How about you?" The first lady snaps back, "Oh my, I have the same issue with Brutus here. When I go out to get the paper, as soon as I bend down, he's all over me." So the first one goes, "Oh, you're getting him fixed then?" She goes, "Oh no, I'm getting his nails trimmed." Right, I have to admit this one took me a second to get it, so we'll see. A family walks into the lobby of a hotel and the father quickly approaches the front desk ahead of his family. He asks the receptionist, "I hope the porn in the room is disabled." As the rest of the family approach the desk, the receptionist responds, "No, it's just regular porn, you sick fuck."
Oh my God.
I love that one.
Wheelchair porn.
So, if blackbirds make baby blackbirds and bluebirds make baby bluebirds, what kind of bird makes no babies? Swallows.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, 4 nuns arrive at the pearly gate. St. Peter is there and asks the first nun if she's ever touched a penis. Yes, she admits, "I once touched a penis with the tip of my finger." "Dip your finger into the holy water and enter the kingdom of heaven," says Peter. The nun dips her finger into the holy water. She goes. St. Peter asks the same question to the second nun. Yes, she admits, "I once touched a penis with one hand." "Dip your hand into the holy water and enter the kingdom of heaven." She does, and enters heaven. At this point, the fourth nun abruptly cuts in line. "Hang on," she says, pointing at the third nun. "You better let me go next, because there's no way I'm gargling that shit once you stuck your ass in it."
There you go. There you go.
So there's a bank manager. He's called into his office one of his employees to tell her about the company downsizing. After a bit of small talk, he finally musters up the courage to break the news. He said, "Mary, I'm not sure how to say to this you, but I've got a tough decision to make. I've either got to lay you or jack off." Then he stands up, looks him straight in the eyes and says, "Jack off, I've got a headache." Two elderly women are sitting on a park bench. A man in a trench coat runs up to them and flashes them. One woman had a stroke. The other couldn't reach.
Oh my.
One particular day, a teacher wanted to ask her class, which part of the body do you think goes to heaven first? One little girl raised her hand and says, "I think your mind goes to heaven because you have to have a mind in order to believe in God." The teacher praises the little girl. The little boy raises his hand and says, "I think it's your heart because God is all about love." "Very good," says the teacher. Teacher then looks up and sees little Johnny's hand up. "No," she thought, "I'm gonna like this. Little Johnny, which part of the body do you think goes to heaven first?" Little Johnny thinks for a minute and says, "Your feet." The teacher looked surprised and asked him, "Why do you think your feet goes first?" He said, "Well, I was walking past my parents' bedroom last night and my mum had her feet up in the air and she said, 'Oh God, I'm coming!'" Right, so this is a bit long, but it's worth it in the end. There's a sadist, a masochist, a murderer, a necrophile, a zoophile, and a pyromaniac. They're all sitting on a bench in a mental institution. "Let's have sex with a cat." This is your one. "Let's have sex with a cat," asks the zoophile.
Uh-oh.
"Let's have sex with a cat and then torture it," says the sadist. "Let's have sex with a cat, torture it, and then kill it," shouts the murderer. "Let's have sex with a cat, torture it, kill it, then have sex with it again," replies the necrophile.
Aye, aye, aye.
"Let's have sex with a cat, torture it, kill it, have sex with it again, and then burn it," says the pyromaniac. There was a silence, and then the masochist goes, "Meow."
Boy goes meow.
The last one. A man comes home to his wife with a sheep under his arm. He goes, "Honey, this is the pig I fuck when I'm not with you." That's not.
Oh my
He
God.
goes, "Ain't talking to you."
I was talking to the
That's
sheep.
my lot for tonight.
Yay!
For Anarchy,
Good job.
everybody. Yay!
Yay.